Yes, good morning, Dennis, and thank you. And joining me now is Nick Adamson, the Director, Rural Sales Expert at Charles Stewart Real Estate. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, Peter.
Now, Nick, we had a terrific property last week, and gee, we've got another good one this week as well.
Yeah, another first-class property, Peter.
Yeah, now it's a real story to tell here as well, owned by the same family for more than 70 years.
Yes, the Reedy, which is just 4 k's north of Port Fairy on the Hamilton Road, has been in the coffee family for more than 70 years. Traditionally, it was a dairy farm until the early 1980s, and now produces part of Western Victoria's premier commercial herds. They're Angus cattle, noted for their sale results in the weaner sales in Hamilton every year.
I note 420 acres and only 4 kilometres from Port Fairy, like a real opportunity.
Absolutely. Arguably the largest broad acres close to Port Fairy and offered for sale as a whole or in 2 lots. Lot 1 being 327 acres, which includes all the improvements, a home and shedding, which has frontage to the Hamilton Port Fairy Road. And Lot 2, 93 acres, which has frontage to the Minor Road, Blackwood Road, but it's adjacent to industrial zoned and rural living zoned land.
I'm trying to picture this now. I have been to Bamstone out there. Is it anywhere near there?
No, it runs down into Bamstone or north of Bamstone there as a landmark. And talking about landmark, it's some real advantages being so close to Port Fairy. 4 k's to the post office, land banking opportunities. Given if you look at Port Fairy's expansion opportunities, they can't go south to the sea. They've got to go inland. So this is right on the edge of Port Fairy. Also gives the opportunity for the farmer wishing to scale down, like so many want to, either retire or semi-retire to Port Fairy, have a house in Port Fairy and only have to travel out 4 k's to the farm every morning. And the other unique thing about the Reedy, Peter, is its soil types.
What do you mean by the unique soil types?
Just on the northern parts of Port Fairy, and it's very isolated to 2 or 3 farms, about half the Reedy consists of evergreen peat flats. They're well-drained flats. They'll grow grass in the winter and the summer, and they're very, very heavy carrying country. And that's indicative of the coffee family's calves at Hamilton every year, where they have the highest weight over the last 10 years. And it's because of these peat flats. So its productive capacity is first class.
The Reedy Port Fairy, certainly interesting. What about a home, 3-bedroom home?
Yes, if you didn't want to live in Port Fairy, there's a very comfortable 3-bedroom hardy plank home that's currently been rented by the same tenant for the last 7 or 8 years. It has been updated in recent times. Dual living areas, open plan kitchen living, a family bathroom, and of course there's farming improvements too, Peter, to include a huge 30 metre by 14 metre machinery hay shed and Bugle post and rail and railway iron cattle yards, which were built by the Thornton Company of Penshurst, and it's got a working capacity of about 80 or 90 cows and calves.
All right, Nick Adamson from Charles Stewart Real Estate. How are you selling this one?
This is by expressions of interest, which close on the 15th of November. Close at our office on the 15th of November, and be happy to talk to anyone about the Reedy at any time.
I'd suggest get onto your website to find out more.
charlesstewart.com.au or call in and see me at 134 Ferry Street.
Thank you. Nick Adamson, Director and Rural Expert from Charles Stewart